Hello student, I am Simple Kumari, your teacher. Hope you all are fine. So today we discuss anthracnose of soybean. Soybean anthracnose is an economically important disease widely distributed in every soybean area production. Even though soybean is susceptible to the pathogen throughout all stage of development, symptoms become more noticeable in crop maturation. Several diseases including phytophthora root and stem root spots and stem blight, leaf spot, brown spot, downy mildew and leaf blight and purple seed strain and sclerotinia stem rot are known to affect soybean in different regions in the world. So commonly today we discuss anthracnose. Anthracnose is a common secondary disease of soybean in northern plains and does not usually cause serious yield loss. So about 4500 years ago in China domesticated. US grows the most soybean in the world and symbiotic relationships exist between soybean and the nitrogen fixing bacteria. And losses have increased due to disease associated with monocropping, no-till systems and genetic uniformity of cultivars. You can see here this is a soybean plant parts and this is trifoliate leaf. What is this? This is tri matlab three trifoliate leaf and petiole. This is a petiole, growing point. It is a growing point and it is a axillary. This part is axillary bud and unifoliate leaf and this is a cotyledons. Next hypocotyledon and branch taproot, then lateral root and in this root nodule system is present where nitrogen fixing bacteria live. Symbiotic association occurs. So infections occur in the petiole and trifoliate leaf and different parts of the plant. Okay. Then disease fact. Anthracnose is a fungal disease and soybean is primarily caused by anthracnose in soybean is primarily caused by the fungal species Colletotrichum and this is a main species. What is this? Is a main species truncatum, but Colletotrichum genus have different types of species which cause different diseases in the soybean. And Colletotrichum species that infect soybean have a wide host range including alfalfa, velvet leaf and ragweed. However, anthracnose of corn is caused by a different pathogen. Anthracnose can infect stem, leaves, pods and soybean and is generally present in soybean field to some degree every season. What is disease symptom? Anthracnose can infect stem, pods and leaves of the soybean, often without symptoms. Symptoms may become visible only during the reproductive growth stage when weather conditions become warm and moist. Small dark irregular spot you can see in this figure. appear on the stem and pods. These spots may themselves be covered by small black dots. Leaves might curl and veins turn brown. In severity, infected pods, small, moldy, sterile seeds are produced. Early infection of seedling can lead to damping off if infected seed is planted. Early disease development may result in damping off. Dark brown lesion develop on cotyledons. Stem may be collapse and seedling may die under severe infection. Symptoms appear on stem pods and leaf petiole as irregularly shaped brown blotches. You can see here in the field, whole crop destroy, leaves become brown and no seed production and seeds are not produced. Severe symptoms may include leaf rolling, premature defoliation and stunted plant. Pods may be shriveled and contain less seed, moldy seed or even no seed. In some cases, pod can be diseased and the seed may be infected, but without symptoms in the seeds. Disease cycle. What is disease cycle? Pathogen. Here it is what is this? It is a plant debris and pathogen caps can survive for over a year on plant material. You can see this is a plant debris and pathogens survive here over every season. Spore produced on infected residue are blown by wind and rain onto upper leaves. Infection typically occurs when leaf witness rain or dew period exceed 12 hours per day. Overall, the disease may have little effect on the yield, but stand and seed quality can be reduced. In regions with favorable conditions, yield losses can be very high. Here, spore produced in spring, wind and rain move spore to the plant and infection and lesion development. Here you can see yellow color lesion on the leaves and alternatively spores produce lesion, and when wind and rain spread spores, infection move into leaf to the stalk and flower and then seeds, and it is a infected plant late season. Infected plant in late season. There is sterile plant means no seed production. So this is anthracnose disease life cycle. Okay. And how can we manage anthracnose disease? At each growth stage of soybean, certain aspects of management must be considered. Various problems are associated with each stage and can interfere with growth at the stage. Problems include adverse soil conditions, weeds, insect disease, and other disorders. Problems that occur every in the seasons may contribute to the yield losses at the end of the season during harvest. We can manage these problem, these disease management by the biological, chemical and some preventive measures. But you can see here there is no biological treatment is available against anthracnose so far. So some chemicals, fungicides treatment we can use for the preventive measures. Chlorothalonil, mancozeb, copper spray and propiconazole, and the systemic fungicide we can use for the disease management. And soybean, different resistant soybean varieties we can use. Anthracnose is seed borne, so it is particularly effective to plant high quality seed that is certified pathogen free. Do not use seed from infected plant. Not all infected plant seeds is discolored. Foliar fungicide applied after bloom can prevent seed infection. The fungus can survive from year to year in crop debris, prevent pathogen build up by rotating crop and shredding, burying soybean residue to promote rapid breakdown. So some preventive measures, what is? Plant high quality certified seed use, consult with retailers if tolerant varieties are available. Do not use row distances smaller than 50 cm. Monitor plant regularly and clean tools and equipments. Store seeds at ambient temperatures. Plow and bury plant residue or simply burn them. Okay, plant residue, simply burn them. Then alternatively, all the hyphae, fungus spore are burned and there is no chance of infection in the new crop. Rotate with non-host crop to avoid pathogen buildup. Okay, so here we concluded that certain management consideration must be taken into account during the various stages of soybean growth. Each stage has its own set of problems. Many insect diseases and disorders are problem during multiple soybean stages. So we can manage this disease in our concern in the every stages. Okay, thank you very much student. These are the reference from where we can take the materials. Okay, thank you.